Hey there, welcome back. I'm Michelle, and thanks so much for being here. Today's reading will be around what kind of changes you can expect in your life over the next 6 months. So if you're new to these readings, I've pulled 3 cards that you can choose from, and you can choose the card that you're feeling most drawn to and then check the description for timestamps so that you can jump ahead to your reading. So for this reading, I'm not going to flip over these cards. We're going to use the message from each of these cards as sort of our first message in the reading. So instead, I've just popped on a crystal onto each card just to help with your decision. And I'll give you a closer look at each crystal. So for card number 1, this is what your crystal looks like. For card number 2, this is what your crystal looks like. And for card number 3, this is what your crystal looks like. Okay, so just take a moment to feel into which card you're feeling most drawn to and just go with your gut feeling. If you are being drawn to more than one card, that's okay as well. Feel free to watch whichever ones you're being called to watch. So a couple quick notes before we get started. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it is the perfect time for you. And just a reminder that it is a general reading, so not every message will resonate with you. Just use your intuition to guide you. You'll know if something is meant for you because you'll feel that confirmation within you. Finally, if you enjoy this reading, I would love if you gave this video a like and consider subscribing so that I can continue to make more videos like this. Okay, I think that's everything. So when you're ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box and head over to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose card number 1. So let's have a look at what your first message is regarding what changes you can expect over the next 6 months. And we have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, so it feels like there is something that you are releasing, like some sort of personal growth that you're experiencing, maybe some insights that you're going to gain that's going to allow you to leave some mindset stuff or some fears or whatever it might be that's been holding you back so far. You're going to be able to start to leave that behind and emerge from that so that you can start to create a life that's more in alignment with who you truly are and what you truly want. So let's put that aside as our first message and have a look at our tarot cards for this reading. So we have the Emperor, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so I definitely am feeling some personal growth that is happening here. Perhaps some healing of emotions. We've got the Queen of Cups who's really in tune with her emotions. She's in tune with her intuition. She's in tune with her inner wisdom and just really self-aware. And she also has this really like calm, peaceful vibe as well. So I do feel like there's some stuff that you're releasing around maybe some negativity that you've been holding on, maybe some fears that you've been holding on, some mindset stuff that you're going to be kind of growing and shifting through that, healing some parts of you so that you can release that. And from that, I feel like there's a lot more kind of excitement coming into your life. We have the Page of Cups, like there's excitement around creating something new and some sort of like, dream that you've always had that maybe has felt impossible, but suddenly it's starting to feel a little bit more possible. We have the Emperor energy too, which is really strong, strategic energy, foundation building energy. Like the Emperor is building his empire, right? So I think for some of you, you might be considering actually starting a business over the next 6 months. You've got a lot of ideas around that right now. And there's a lot of potential for that to take off. You've got really strong energy if you are considering starting a business. For others of you, you might be doing something else foundational, like getting married or building a home or starting some sort of new chapter in your life. But there is that fresh energy coming in. Now there's decisions to be made as well over the next 6 months. We have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups, both kind of speaking to decisions. With the Two of Wands, I'm getting a feeling of wanting to change directions, but feeling some fear around what other people might think, whether you're capable of doing it. Maybe there's a little bit of self-doubt there as well that you're working on overcoming. And with the Seven of Cups, this is usually a sense to me of wanting to make the right decision, being fearful of missing out or of choosing the wrong path, or like almost like you really want certainty that whatever it is that you're thinking about doing is going to work out. And I always say with this card, there's no way of knowing, right? We never know what's going to happen until we actually start to put our plan into place and take steps and take actions and see where it leads us and how things start to play out. And from there, we can make adjustments. So the sense that I'm getting from this is that you don't have to worry too much at this point about making the right choice. Kind of let yourself be a dreamer right now. Let yourself get excited about opportunities and potential for the future. Let yourself daydream about what you can create. And at some point over the next 6 months, you will start to feel like you're ready to make that decision. Like you've been growing and healing and coming to this place where you're ready to actually take some steps and make a decision. And in that case, you're going to be stronger and more aligned with your intuition. So you're going to have a little bit more insight as to which path to take. But you will absolutely have to still trust yourself. There's no guarantees in life when you are making decisions or choosing a new path. So you're really going to have to trust yourself, trust your intuition, and that all of that wisdom you've gained, all of that inner knowing to help guide you with your decisions. And ultimately, you will make the right decision because you will be following your intuition, you will be following your inner voice, and it's just a matter of then continuing to take steps forward and tweaking as you go if you need to. So let's have a look at your oracle cards as well to see if there's additional information. So we have Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours. So there's that element of trust again here. This is also making me think of sort of what I was just talking about in terms of it's okay to make some mistakes along the way. It's okay to take a step and then change course a little bit. So you're not going to get everything perfect. Despite all of your best planning, you're not going to have everything perfect the first try, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction. It just means that you can try something and you can adjust as you go, and don't worry about that. I also am getting the message to trust divine timing. So if things are taking a little longer than you maybe hoped for, to not worry about that. Again, really trust yourself and trust the universe through this process. Let's have a look at the next card. And it's beauty. Okay, so some of you might be considering a business around beauty. So whether it's, a makeup artist or a YouTuber that focuses on beauty, or an influencer or something like that. But I'm also getting that this could be beauty in terms of looking for beauty in the world. It could be something art related or creative related. So a lot of you, I think, are very artistic, and what you're considering doing will show some sort of beauty to the world. And the other message I'm getting from this is to embrace the beauty in your life. So embrace like those everyday moments that may seem like just small, trivial things, but it's those little things in your life that are going to bring you joy. So really learn to spot the beauty in everyday life and enjoy those moments. Let's have a look at our last card. And it says a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, beautiful. So I feel like this is a little nod from the universe to say that it will all work out in your favor. So whatever it is that you are considering, you don't have to have fear around making the wrong decision. You will ultimately know what to do when the time comes. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with having to rethink things a little bit, or change direction a little bit, or tweak things as you go, just to make sure that things are feeling in alignment, because you won't know until you actually take the steps. And there's nothing wrong with taking a step and then changing your mind or deciding to tweak it a little bit. But ultimately, the message here in terms of change is kind of a big one over the next 6 months. Like I said, some of you are doing some really foundational stuff, whether it's starting a business or starting some other kind of project or something foundational in your life. You'll probably know what it is if you don't already. That information will be coming soon with that Page of Cups. So you're going to be really inspired over the next 6 months. You're going to have a lot of ideas, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of inspiration around what you want your life to look like. And so it'll be up to you to take all of that inspiration and really channel it in a strategic way and put an action plan into place using that Emperor energy to help you move forward and actually create whatever it is that you are thinking about creating. So group number 1, good luck to you with whatever it is that you are going to be creating over the next 6 months. Looks like really beautiful energy around it. I wish you all the best, and a big thank you for watching today. I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose card number 2. So let's go ahead and have a look at what your message was. And it says, leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. So that is your first message for what you can expect over the next 6 months, what kind of change you can expect over the next 6 months. So I feel like there's something you have been considering doing that maybe you have been afraid to actually do, or you have a little bit of hesitation around. So a little nod from the universe here that over the next 6 months, there will be an opportunity for you to take that leap. So let's have a look at your tarot cards. We have the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, the Emperor, and the Strength card. Okay, so we do have some strong energy here in your reading over the next 6 months. And it looks like a shift for the better for you over the next 6 months as well. So it looks like we're kind of starting with a little bit of conflict here, a little bit of disappointment, maybe some feelings of being stuck or having doors closed on you. I'm getting a sense that some of you might have either lost something or had a door closed on you, whether you've lost a job, lost a friendship, lost a relationship, something like that. There might also have been some financial issues. Whatever it is, I feel like your confidence has taken a beating. So right now you're feeling a little bit bummed out, you're feeling a little bit stressed out, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, disappointment. So all those kind of feelings, there might have been some conflict as well. So you're kind of in a place right now where maybe you're feeling a little frustrated and just a little bit negative around your situation. And now what I'm seeing over the next 6 months that is going to come out of this is some sort of insight that's really going to help you, because we have the Moon here. And the Moon is all about, not seeing something clearly and having to change your perspective or gain a perspective, gain some sort of insight. Often that comes with kind of really tuning into your intuition, because when you're looking at the situation from the outside, you're not seeing the full picture. So when you are looking at something through water, the image is going to be distorted. So that's kind of the feeling I'm getting for you right now. Like you're looking at your life and it feels like a lot of negative things have happened, or you've been going through a lot right now, but you're not actually getting the full picture. So there's something that you're not seeing about your situation that is going to come to light over the next 6 months. The best way to kind of get there and see your life in this way, or gain this kind of insight or this aha moment, is through connecting with your intuition. So it's really kind of removing yourself from the situation and taking time to reconnect with your inner self. So that could be through meditation or journaling. It can also be through just spending more time connecting with nature, going for walks, doing some breathing exercises, whatever that looks like for you. But there's that reconnecting that needs to happen over the next 6 months. And that's going to allow you to have this kind of insight that will change your perspective on your life. And suddenly you're going to see something that you didn't realize was there before. Like perhaps one of the doors that you thought was closed, there's actually another door that is available to you, or there's a different opportunity that you didn't realize. Or maybe you might even end up being thankful that something didn't work because something else comes along. Now, I don't want to say that your feelings right now about your situation aren't valid. You will need to take that time to process and heal and all of that. Take your time with it. What I'm saying is that some point over the next 6 months, you are going to have that like aha moment where you'll realize, oh, okay, there's something I wasn't seeing. There is actually a totally different direction that I can go in, or a different door that I can open, or an opportunity that I can take that's going to kind of unlock this new path for me. And then we have this super strong energy at the end here. So once you kind of gain that insight, you're going to have a lot of inner strength and energy and clarity to put towards this new direction. We have the Emperor here, who he has a very logical, very strategic mind. He is building his empire. He knows what he wants, and he is out to make that happen. So you have this like really strong determination along with this strength card. So inner strength as well, to really kind of take this new idea or this new direction and run with it. So as soon as you get that insight, you're going to know what that thing is, and you're going to be able to take that and run with it. So let's have a look at your oracle cards just to see if there's any additional information. Okay, we have the spider spirit, make your dreams real. So yeah, that was that kind of emperor energy that I was talking about. Like once you know what it is, you're going to have that energy and that strength to really go for it, and you're going to make that happen. I had 2 cards from the spell casting deck pop out when I was shuffling, so let's have a look at those. So we have Spirit Guide. Some of you might be connecting with your guides over the next 6 months. And Truth. Yeah, so that truth that is coming through, that insight, that aha moment, perhaps your spirit guides are going to help you with this. That's a sense that I'm getting, that your spirit guides are giving you signs, symbols, perhaps speaking to you in your dreams, giving you little clues as to what that truth or that insight is. And they're going to really help you to uncover that so that you can move forward. So pay attention to the little signs and symbols, the little synchronicities that happen in your life, things that pop up unexpectedly. Kind of follow those whims, follow those curiosities to see what you uncover. Pay attention to your dreams as well, and do something that will allow you to reconnect with your guides, with your higher self. So again, whether that's meditation or journaling, something like that, that will help these insights to kind of come out and come up for you. And our last card says, have faith in your dreams. So yeah, we have a lot of that here. Make your dreams real. All of that emperor energy, and have faith in your dreams. So know that whatever it is that you are hoping for, wishing for, dreaming about, that can be a reality for you. And you will have the strength to create that for yourself and build that for yourself. Again, there's just like some pieces that you're missing right now that you need to gain clarity around. And that is coming for you over the next 6 months. So group 2, really interesting reading here. I wish you all the best with connecting with that energy and uncovering those truths for yourself. And I want to wish you lots of luck as you uncover this and start to build your dream life. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you soon in another one. Bye. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose card number 3. So let's have a look at what your first message is for your reading here in terms of what you can expect to change in your life over the next 6 months. Okay, so your card says the ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. All right, so right away I'm getting a sense that you might actually have a lot going on over the next 6 months. A lot of activity, a lot of things happening. I definitely feel like there's quite a few unexpected things that are going to come into your life that are going to have an effect on the way that you see yourself and the way that you see your life, and perhaps even change some of the, directions that you were thinking about going in. So there could be some things that are going to come up over the next month that are going to have a pretty big impact on your life. Let's have a look at your oracle card or your tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. Group 3, I'm kind of loving your reading here. Lots of energy here, some interesting stuff happening. I feel like for some of you, you might have recently experienced some kind of loss. This might be a breakup, it might be losing a job, could be some other kind of loss, but there's something that happened recently that does have you feeling a little bit sad. There's a lot of emotions. Actually, there's a lot of emotions in this reading altogether. But there's a lot of emotions here and some sadness or disappointment that we're kind of starting off with here. However, I'm almost seeing like this is like a story if we move from the left to the right, because we're starting here. Then we have the King of Swords. What popped into my mind when I saw this was like going on some kind of adventure on your own, maybe traveling or some kind of little road trip, going, to the mountains or to the beach or going on a hiking trip. There's something that you are considering doing. I feel like it's by yourself to kind of regroup. And I feel like this is going to be really good for you to get a fresh perspective. Look at how the King of Swords, he is always kind of sitting up top here. That gives him a bird's eye view over his kingdom. So what that is, making me think of is you being able to kind of see your life from that higher perspective, see things differently, change the way that you're thinking about things that have happened. And we have that message on our first card. It's happening for you, not to you. So there's something in your life, perhaps this loss, that right now you're grieving it. It's making you feel sadness. But there's something about that is going to shift through time. And I feel like it's time alone that you're going to spend kind of contemplating. I feel like nature is going to be really healing for you. So spending some time in the mountains or hiking or at the lake or near the ocean or something like that, wherever you're being drawn to, that's going to be really healing for you. And it's going to allow you to process all of these emotions and see things from a different perspective. Now from there, we have the Ace of Cups. So for those of you who are looking for a relationship, this could be a new relationship coming into your life. You can see there's almost like a heart in the middle of this cup that she's holding. This can signify self-love as well, some sort of new awareness. So like new compassion and love for yourself, for what you've gone through. To me, it's feeling like healing. There's a lot of like healing that's happening through this process. But yes, it could be a new love connection coming in. It could be a new friendship, some kind of connection that's going to bring you a lot of joy going forward. From there, we have the Seven of Cups, which is all about decisions. So I feel like this new insight and possibly this new love interest or some new perspective or awareness that you have about yourself, that's going to lead you to making some decisions. And you're contemplating a few things right now, or when this occurs, which will be at some point over the next 6 months. So you're contemplating a few different directions or a few different choices. You're definitely feeling a bit overwhelmed by the choices and maybe feeling like you're worried about missing out on something. You're worried about making the right choice. You're putting a lot of weight on these choices. So ultimately, you're going to have to really trust your gut with this and know that whatever choice you make, you can always change things. You can always tweak things after the fact. And just know that the more that you can kind of tune in, go with your gut, remember what you've learned over these 6 months, that's going to really help you with this choice. Finally, we have the Five of Wands. This is about some kind of competition. So this is going to show up differently for each of you, depending on what it is that you are kind of going through and what you are considering pursuing. It could be that some of you are going to start applying for a new job and you're feeling like that competition. Like there's a lot of people applying for the same job as you, or, if you were like, let's say starting a business, there could be a lot of businesses that are also offering something similar. It could be as well that you are actually entering some sort of competition. So maybe you've decided you want to like run a race or enter into some other kind of contest. So there's something there about competition. And what I'm feeling from that is that even though, and this might be part of your decision, even though there is a lot of competition, you don't have to be afraid of that. Let that inspire you. Let that motivate you to be even better, get even better at what you want to do. Let that kind of strengthen you and push you a little bit, because I think you're actually way more able to do this than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. I also feel like you have to embrace your unique angle here. So there's something that you do that's a little bit different from anyone else. So really just kind of embrace that. Don't be afraid to be unique, be yourself, be different so that you stand out from the competition. Okay, let's have a look at your oracle cards as well. Okay, we have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. So yeah, I'm feeling that with, the first part of the reading here, like you really need to kind of do something for yourself. Something that is going to fill your own cup, something that is going to replenish you, refuel you, get you in touch with your own needs, your own emotions, and this thing that's going to kind of really heal you, which is going to help you be able to move on. Next, we have forgiveness. So that makes sense. That is a theme for you over the next little while here as you work through some of these emotions that you're dealing with. The forgiveness might be for you, might be for somebody else. So you might need to forgive yourself for choices that you've made or actions that you've taken. Maybe you're feeling guilty about something, or maybe you wish you would have done things differently. So forgiveness around yourself, but there could also be somebody else involved. I feel like for some of you, you might have gone through a breakup or lost someone, or there's some other kind of forgiveness here that's needed that has something to do with somebody else. Look at where this person in the card is. I was talking about going to the mountains or going hiking or going on some kind of outdoor adventure. And this person is standing in the water by a waterfall, perhaps mountains in the distance there. So nature is going to be really healing for you right now. Okay, and I had two Moonology cards. So the first one is meditate and contemplate. So I spoke a little bit about that, getting in touch with your inner wisdom and finding that different perspective about your life, finding some kind of new awareness within yourself. So there's a lot of internal healing and shifting that's happening. So I feel like, meditation is always helpful for that kind of thing. If you're not someone who enjoys sitting down and meditating, then I think nature is going to kind of fill in for you there. And our last card is Prosperity Lies Ahead, and that falls directly under the Five of Wands. So for those of you who feel like there's too much competition in whatever you are trying to do, especially if it is career or business related, like you're applying for a new job or starting a new business and you're worried about there being too much competition, this is a little, nod from the universe, a little heads up that you can do it, you have what it takes, and that whatever it is that you are considering, what that choice that you're considering, is going to be really good for you. So lots of prosperity, lots of abundance, probably, really good financially for you as well. So group number 3, that is your reading. What an exciting 6 months you have ahead of you. Lots of change and growth, and some really beautiful outcomes to look forward to. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and found it helpful. And I just want to wish you all the best over the next 6 months. And I hope to see you again soon in another reading. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.